Back again for another one. We in here, Super Bowl Sunday edition. Right now, last time I checked, the Denver Broncos were up 13-7. But I haven't really tuned into the game at all. It's been a pretty busy day, pretty busy weekend. Friday night, we had the Masterminds Connection event at my boy Thomas's humble abode in Jersey City, which was a success. We had a very great turnout with that event, and everyone connected real well. Yesterday, I was in Brooklyn, Long Island University, for a Empowered Black Male Summit, actually Empowered Black Male Seminar event, and that was also a pretty good turnout. That was hosted and put together by Paladin, and it was a very interesting discussion that we had in regards to being young black males in today's society, the things that affect us the most, and what we can do just to become better men and create better communities and help to create a better society. So I'm looking forward to the next one coming up next month in March, actually. So I got a chance to connect with a lot of people this past week, and a lot of great people, and I'm looking forward to what's to come in regards to continuing to build and foster new relationships. So, once again, episode 14, week 14, February 7th, Super Bowl weekend, 9:16 p.m. EST. So this week, what are we going to discuss? We will be getting into a recent post that I made in reference to a video I checked out earlier this morning. Of course, my boy Lopez. And that will be 12 things we learned from Lopez on Snapchat. And also, we'll be discussing overcoming insecurities, which is something I thought of earlier this week. And it just so happened that in the very same Lopez video, he discussed how to overcome insecurities. So that in itself is an example of synchronicity, which is something I discussed a little while back. And I'll actually throw a link at the bottom of my website when I post this video, a link to the synchronicity post that I did today as well. So it's just funny how things come together. And then lastly, we'll have quotes of the week. And we have a bundle of quotes this week, so I'm excited to get into that. I think that may even be some of y'all's favorite parts of it's the quotes of the week. I remember my boy pointed out last week that I didn't do the quotes of the week, and he was right. And we're back this week with the quotes of the week. So, let's get things going. 12 things we learned from Lopez on Snapchat. Number 1, short memory is the key to winning. If we have short memory, we don't remember when we lose, or win for that matter, so we just keep going. And we will lose, but then we'll forget about it. It's that simple. We'll win, then we'll forget about it. The point is to keep going. Win or lose, keep going. Keep going. That's the point. That's the take home. So short memory is the key to winning. We will lose, but then we will forget about it. Number 2, rest more than you train. And he said he was reading an article on the football player or soccer player, if you're in America, Ronaldo, and he said, rest more than you train. So that's where that comes from. Number 3, books are the GPS for life. I spoke to one of my homegirls earlier, Candace. We had about a 30-minute phone call. Went over a lot of good things. Discussed a lot of good things. Spoke about the alchemist, Celestine prophecy. Spoke about the law of attraction. So shout out to Candace. Hope you got a chance to check this video out tonight. And it's always good catching up with good people. She's out in Dallas doing a music thing, doing some work with iStandard, making traction as an up-and-coming A&R. So definitely shout out to her. And we spoke about the importance of books and reading and knowledge. Books are the GPS for life. Books give you the knowledge and insight that allow you and enable you with tools to navigate the waves and ways of life. So books are the GPS for life. That's number 3. Numero 4. Master the fundamentals. Understand the language of money, networking with people, reading people, creating products, raising capital, distribution, marketing, and promotion. These are all important things. Whatever you do, master the fundamentals. Master the fundamentals. Create your foundation. Build a solid foundation. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Number 5. Don't listen to the naysayers. Yes, naysayers are everywhere. It's important to listen, but it's more important to know who to listen to. Don't listen to the naysayers. 6, strategize and sit in a chair for at least 15 minutes a day. I would say sit in a chair for at least 30 minutes a day, but without sitting down, thinking, writing, reading, strategizing, it's very, very difficult to make progress. Even if you're moving around and you think you're making progress, in order to make true progress, we must prepare, we must strategize, we must make time to sit down and think. So that's number 6. Number 7, if something you are doing is not working, move to an alternate path. So sometimes we're on a path and things may not work out as we intended, but instead of, well, let me put it this way. When things don't work out as intended, it's important to reevaluate and see what you can do differently. That doesn't mean to stop going towards your goal. It just means you may want to try new approaches, an alternate path to the same goal. So as long as the same goal is in mind, creating alternate paths shouldn't be a problem. It's when you want to change the goal, or it's when you want to quit, even though you still want to achieve it, but it's when you want to quit that isn't exactly the same as altering your path and staying true to it. Now, if you no longer want to achieve your goal, or if you no longer have that ambition, or if you no longer aspire to achieve that goal, that's different. That's not really quitting. Quitting is when you stop at something you still want to achieve. I remember when I was playing football, I stopped. I no longer wanted to pursue the career path of wanting to be a football player. So I no longer wanted it. Now, if I still wanted it and stopped playing, then yeah, that would have been quitting. But I just stopped because I no longer had the desire for it. So if you no longer have the desire for something, it's okay to stop. It's not really quitting because you no longer have the desire to achieve it. Number 8, create momentum to create opportunities. The more momentum you have, the more you can create opportunities. It's almost like building a huge social media following. If you do something that builds your following, once you have that following, you have to keep with the momentum, keep with the momentum, keep it up. And don't stop and don't slow down. Keep things going. Number 9, watch your downsides. In the video, Ty was playing chess while going through numbers 7, 8, and 9, I believe. And number 9, watch your downsides. So you just have to watch. Pretty much you just have to watch your downside. That's what it means. Number 10, balance your discipline with enjoyment. So I've always been seen upon to be a pretty disciplined individual. And sometimes people say I may be too serious, but I'm really a clown underneath the seriousness. And it's important that we all balance our discipline with enjoyment. So whatever practices we feel we must be very disciplined at and rigid with, let's find the enjoyment in other things. So how do you enjoy yourself? That's the question I would ask. Find ways to enjoy yourself. I enjoy Cape Cod potato chips and just bumming out sometimes watching Netflix and doing absolutely nothing. That's one thing I enjoy. Just being a bum sometimes. As you see now with this stretched out collar on this Nike sweatshirt from like 15 years ago. Actually, probably like 10 years ago. Nah, probably like 15 years ago. So, number 11. Differentiate between insecurities around areas you can alter and ones you cannot. Hold up. Let me bring that back. We're going to go back to number 11 because I forgot we're going to discuss insecurities. Overcoming insecurities, actually. So we're going to come back to number 11. My fault. Number 12. Spend money and invest in books. When Ty was asked what advice he would give to young people, young students, he would say, invest in books. Spend money on books. That's the best thing you can do. By investing in books, you're investing in yourself, you're investing in knowledge, and you're making an investment towards a tool and tools that can prepare you for anything. The knowledge in books. It's that simple. Invest in books. Buy books. Read books. Don't just buy the books either. Like, read the books. Make time to read. So, going into our second topic tonight, overcoming insecurities. So when we speak about insecurities, everyone has them. I have them. In fact, I'm going to go through a few of them right now. So when I was younger, I used to have a list. I still have difficulty saying some words and pronouncing like certain words that end in TH. Would I say it's an insecurity now? No, not really. I actually enjoy public speaking. When did I overcome it? Maybe sometime in junior high school or high school, but in elementary school I was pretty shy. I didn't really enjoy public speaking. But eventually I did overcome that. Another insecurity I have is my teeth. I was born with a weak enamel. So I never had really bright, white, shiny teeth due to the fact that I was born with a weak enamel. So that was also an insecurity. But I can't really change that. I mean, I can get like composites and stuff like that. But I mean, it's not really a huge deal. But it was an insecurity. And I mean, those are some insecurities that I've had in the past. And in Ty Lopez's video, which is very synchronistic, how I woke up this morning, I looked at the video, I already intended on discussing insecurities and overcoming insecurities, and then bam, right in the video, he talks about insecurities and differentiating between insecurities around areas you can alter and ones you cannot. So you can't change certain things. You can't change your skin color. If you're insecure about your skin color, you can't change that. You might as well forget that. You can't change your height unless maybe you're going through puberty. You can eat more, or do certain things, certain life hacks to maybe become taller. But after a while, you can't change your height. But you can change your weight. You can change your mindset and mind state and how you think about things. You can change your decisions and the actions you choose to take. So these are all things we can change. Ultimately, forget what you can change and focus on what you can change. That's the best way to overcome insecurities. We have to forget what we cannot change and focus on what we can change. Alright? So in regards to overcoming insecurities, that's pretty much it. Now let's think. Think to yourself, what are your insecurities? Make a list, write it down, and then have columns. Can you change it? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, focus on changing it. If the answer is no, you need to forget about it and move on. So that's pretty much it in regards to the topics I wanted to cover this week. Quotes of the week go as follows. So on Monday, my boy Thomas sent me a video, Michael Jr. comedy. And in that video, he spoke about finding your why. Why do you do what you do? Your purpose, your calling. And he said, when you know why, your what has more impact because you're walking in or towards your purpose. Once again, when you know your why, your what has more impact because you're walking in or towards your purpose. Think about that. Know your why. That will help you to determine your what you should be doing, when you should be doing it. And that allows you to walk towards your purpose, all right? Second quote, life is less about how much we know and more about how much we're willing to learn. And I pair this up with a quote I mentioned a lot recently this week, but really stems from about 6 years ago when I was going to Rutgers back in 2010. And one of my professors said something along the lines of, a true test to our ability to learn is our willingness. Actually, got it twisted. A true test to our willingness to learn is our ability to unlearn what it is we thought we already knew. A true test to our willingness to learn is our ability to unlearn what it is we thought we already knew. So it's that constant process of learning new things, questioning other things that we thought we may have knew, and just re-examining the things that we thought we knew and implementing new ideas and concepts that we learned. So I think that's a very important one. Third quote, put in the work and trust in yourself that the money will come. Actually, Put in the work and trust in yourself that the money will catch up. So a lot of times we're at jobs, we're working, and one of the first things that determines the amount of work we do, the quality of work that we do, is how much we get paid. Don't let how much you get paid determine the quality of work that you do. That's not a good way to look at it. Put in quality work, put in the time, and eventually the money will catch up. Especially on a day-to-day, a lot of people say, I'm not paid to do this, I'm not paid to do that, so I'm not doing it. Keep in mind, everything you do is a reflection of your individuality, is a reflection of your individual brand. So you may say no to doing it, or you may do it at a low level. At the end of the day, no matter how much you get paid, it's a reflection of you. So I'd rather have my brand speak highly for itself, regardless of how much I'm paid, because I know in the long run, everything I need will catch up to the value of my brand and the effort that I put out into the world. So, once again, put in the work and trust in yourself that the money will come. I forgot what number chord I'm on, but the next one. When was the last time your own possibilities gave you goosebumps? So, this originated, actually, I was looking through a Crate and Barrel catalog, CB2 actually. Just looking through, browsing through. I like to browse through catalogs, look at like the coffee table books, furniture, new stuff on the market. And I came across a picture in the background. And in the picture, you probably can't see it, but you see the frame. So in the picture, that portrait said, when was the last time your own possibilities... Well, actually, technically it said in the picture, when was the last time your own possibilities gave you goose pimples? But I don't really like the term goose pimples. So I Googled it. And I found one that says, when was the last time your own possibilities gave you goosebumps? And the source was Ben Feldman for that one. I don't know how accurate it is. But yeah, shout out to Ben Feldman, who is an actor actually. So, when was the last time your own possibilities gave you goosebumps? The next one, second to last one. Failure and mistakes are all a part of becoming great. In order to become great at what we do or what we aim to do, we must make mistakes and learn from them. We're going to fail and learn from it. So failure and mistakes are all a part of us becoming great. Lastly, put in the work and the money will follow. Oops, that was the same one as the one I said before, so let's take that one back. That's pretty much the same as putting in the work and trusting yourself that the money will catch up. So that's it for this week. 23 minutes in. We'll probably be at 24 minutes before I end this. So let's get ready for another week. Second week of February. Valentine's Day next week. Shout out to all the lovers out there. A lover's ambition. President's Day week as well, next weekend, and let's have an impactful week. Peace and love.